Hi, this is Carl, and this is another SOP video for managed service providers. Today I want to talk about servers and downtime, and this is going to be part one of two videos on dealing with server downtime. First of all, I want to do a little bit of I guess it's a rant, but here's the deal with server downtime. It should not be in any way any meaningful or important part of your business. And the reason is very simple. If you are building, buying, selling, deploying, and maintaining servers that go down all the time, you need to go find another job because what you're doing is not working in this industry. And I know that sounds mean, but here's the deal. For literally 20 years, I have traveled around and talked to people, and when I talk about, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we don't work evenings, we don't work weekends, I give people the day off, I take a day off even though I was a sole proprietor. The first thing I get, invariably for 20 years, is the question, well, what happens if the server goes down? I hope that you have no servers that went down in the last 12 months. But even if you had one or two, well, you know, that's okay. Stuff happens. But the reality is, as we're right on the verge of 2020, there is no excuse to build, sell, deploy, maintain servers that fail all the time. If that's a piece of your business, I'm not kidding you, something is wrong. So when you think about servers play a very specific role, and side note, that role is fading very quickly. But when you look at what a server does, it's a critical piece of the infrastructure. It does certain chores that absolutely have to be done, and that means that you have every opportunity and requirement to maintain those things properly. If you sell the right server, don't sell some cheap piece of junk that's for, $1,800 that should be $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. Sell the right thing. That goes a long ways. If you sell junk, well, then you're going to get junk performance. And then you need to put it in place. You need to architect it properly. It needs to be the right machine for the job. And then you got to maintain it. Whatever tool you use doesn't matter, but get a tool so that everything is always patched, fixed, and update. And then problems will literally go away. Good hardware that gets replaced every 3 or 4 years, good quality software that's maintained and everything is up to date, and good patches, fixes, and updates. That allows you to basically let that machine run. And many, I would say the majority of the people, maybe 90% of the people listening to this, create servers that never fail. They run for 3 years, they never have any downtime. It is possible. It is, in fact, what should have been happening all along. So I hope I never ever have to hear this argument again. Well, what happens if the server goes down? So here's the deal. Here's what happens when the server goes down. You should take every opportunity from now until you are finished with your career. When a server goes down, that's your opportunity to virtualize it. That's your opportunity to move it up to the cloud. That's your opportunity to eliminate it altogether. If what you need the server for is Active Directory, you can get that through Office 365. If what you need the server for is storage, you can buy that anywhere. There are thousands of companies that will sell you storage for very cheap prices. If what you need it for is email, you should move your email to the cloud, right? If what you need it for is a SQL database, you should get a SQL database at Azure or some other cloud service. Whatever your server is doing, it can be replaced with cloud services. And that's what you need to be focusing on from now on. When a server goes down, quote a $7,000 server or a migration to cloud services. My guess is the client's going to move to the cloud, which is what they should do. So next time, no more ranting. Next time I will bring it down to earth and talk about what you should do if a mission critical server goes down and what those procedures should look like inside of your IT business. For Small Biz Thoughts, this is Carl Polachuk, wishing you the best of luck in your managed service business. Like it if you like it, share it with your friends, and absolutely subscribe to the channel.